Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Back for part 3 of my Championship Manager 2007 career. It's the League Cup in real life next week, I believe, and we've got a cup final of our own, the St John's Paint Trophy. We'll get to that in a sec. Just to let you know, the reason for this extra video this week is because I've done a little thinking about what I want to do with this channel, and I've sort of separated what I want to keep for myself and what I can viably do and enjoy. So going forward, we're going to have weekly sports content with the occasional music content, since I'm still doing my music as well. As for the gaming and the Japanese studies that I uploaded published yesterday, I'll be doing those in the background. I may mention them every now and then, but for this channel we're going to stick with the weekly sports content and occasional music. Talking of content, got some new content coming hopefully real soon. I've ordered a capture card which should be coming today. I purchased FIFA 22 on sale the other week, and I'm playing FIFA Ultimate Team and a little bit of career mode. So look out for some FIFA Ultimate Team coming hopefully soon. Also, as you can see here on my Steam account, I've now got Soccer Manager 22. I started playing that yesterday, and we've made a good start. We won the English pre-season championship with Millwall. Unfortunately, I didn't know that I had to press my function key when pressing F12 to get the screenshot, so I couldn't get the screenshot of them lifting the trophy. So instead I just got a screenshot of the result. So with that, let's load up the game. Whilst it's loading, obviously we'll have some more Grid Autosport coming soon. We have the Formula 1 season starting soon, so I'm going to be doing Formula 1 Fantasy Team. There's also 1FC, 1X coming, so I'll be doing Fantasy Team for that. And we'll have the next episode of my WWE 2K18 Next Verse. If you haven't checked any of those out, you can by going to the channel and looking at the sports playlist. Alright guys, so like I say, we're in the Paint Trophy final. We beat MK Dons in the semi-final, 2-0 in the first leg. That was actually managed by the assistant manager because I was away with the England team. And then in the second leg we won 2-1. It was a good game, coming away 4-1 victors, and we'll be playing Hartlepool in the final. No push over themselves, they beat Blackpool in their semi-final. In terms of League One, as you can see, we've dipped a bit. Neil Harris suffered an injury in January, and that really affected our team. So we have dipped a bit. We're still only a point from first place, so it's looking like a 5-way battle at the moment, with 6 to 7 games to go for the title in League One. What I'm going to do after this Paint Trophy section, I'm going to finish the season and I'll let you know how we finished. We'll get into the squad in a sec, but just to quickly show you in terms of England, we had 2 major injuries, Gary Neville and Darren Bent, so they were removed from the side. And because we were lacking with strikers, we brought in Cameron Jerome, who's having a great season with Birmingham, and David Nugent in, both from the under-21 teams. Despite a poor showing against Belgium in a friendly, we have started turning things around in our qualifying campaign. Since the shock 1-0 defeat to Macedonia, we have beaten both Croatia and Russia. We actually beat Russia yesterday in game, so this is 2 days on the trot at Wembley for me. But yeah, we are sitting in third, just a point from top with a game in hand. As for the Millwall squad, you might notice it's a little bit bigger. So just to give you an insight as to what's been happening, Chris Day was complaining about game time, so we sent him out on loan to MK Dons. However, we had to recall him a month later because Lenny Pidgley got injured. As you can see, he's unhappy again game time. Phillips is also after game time. We also brought back Bakayoko from his loan at Brighton. Again, he was complaining about game time. We've promoted Gavin Grant to the senior squad after his loan at Grays Athletic, scoring 18 goals. Again, this was because Neil Harris is technically our only official striker, so we're lacking in official strikers. So once he returned, we promoted him to the senior squad. And we have 2 new faces. Home Jackson from the Sunderland youth squad, found by our scout. He's in on loan to the end of the season. He was brought in when Neil Harris got his injury in January. And Alexi Burton has been brought in from Brighton. It was me that did the search. I went with Alexi Burton. It was between him and another player who plays in Austria. I went for Alexi Burton because he has experience playing in this league. And so those are the 2 new signings. And the final thing is Paul Herberts. You can see there has already agreed a future transfer. He's going to be going to Nottingham Forest at the end of the season. And Cottrell and Jody Morris, I believe, are 2 players to sign new contracts with the club. We've also sent Mawani and Zabrowski out on loan since we don't play defensive midfielder and we don't play forwards, and they're both youngsters, so that was just to help with the wage and to give them experience. We have kept Brammer just as a backup, but otherwise that is the squad. Now I haven't played for a few weeks because I wanted to wait until I did this video. It looks like we won the last match, 2 draws. So we got in the last 5, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a defeat. So may keep the squad as it is, but we'll see. So let's get into it. We are the favourites, but like I say, Hartlepool are not going to be a pushover. So Neil Ardley has been playing in the centre because Morris has been suspended. However, we need Ardley to play on the left, so we're going to bring Elliott in to central midfield. We'll put Ardley on the left because Burton is cut tired. Leaves us with 2 spare substitutes. We have a goalie, we have a right back and central defender, and a striker. Williams is injured. Okay, so we need an attacking midfielder. That'll be Hackett. But who else will we go for? I think as a precaution we will go with Brammer in case of injury to... Actually no, we won't go Brammer, we will go Ross because he can play both wing... I've got Tony Craig and Chris Hackett who can play attacking midfield. No fitness concerns that I can see. I think that's going to be our squad for this match. Harris is lacking a little bit of fitness, but not too much. So Pidgley, back 4 will be Sender, Robinson, Whitbread, Bakio. No, not Bakio, because if I remember right, he didn't play very well in that last match. So we're going to bring Craig back in, and we're going to actually go with Ross, I think. Yeah, I don't think I was happy with Bakayoko in that last match. So we'll go with that. We've got Pidgley. Back 4 will be Craig, Whitbread, Robinson, Sender. Midfield will be Ardley, Brighton, Elliott, Dunn. And up front, Home Jackson and Harris. Let's see. It's all going to come down who wants it most. And I know you're hungry for the win. We'll go with that. Here we go, guys. My first cup final with Millwall in Championship Manager. Ever since I started playing Championship Manager, all the way back in 1995, believe it or not. I've won titles in France, Germany, Italy. I've even won the old Division 3 with Barnet, Australia, the Asian Trophy with Australia. But I've never won a title with Millwall, the team that I followed as a kid. It's come off Sender. Oh, and Hartlepool have got a penalty, and it's Monkhouse who's going to be taking it. This is not good for us. And it's in. It's 1-0 Hartlepool. We are down at Wembley in this Paint Trophy final. This is not good. This is a shocker. Let's see. You're all over the place. Do you not even recognise each other? Come on, guys. You need to kick up the backside. Come on. Well, that kind of sucks. Damn. Alright. That was a very, very disappointing final. That was a shock. Wow. Okay, guys. Well, what I'm going to do, I am going to finish the season. I'll get to the end of the season and I'll let you know how the rest of the season went. I'll speak to you soon. Hi guys, welcome back. Wow, what an end to the season. Sadly, we ended up in the playoffs, and as you can see, we lost in the final again. I started playing Championship Manager in around 1995-1996. It was the European leagues, so it came with Italy, Germany and France. In all my years of playing Championship Manager games on and off, I've won titles in France, Italy, Germany, Australia. I've won the old Division 3 with Barnet. I've won the Asian Trophy with Australia twice. But the weight to win a trophy with the team I grew up following is still there. And it's funny because I don't really follow football anymore, so I can't really call myself a Millwall follower anymore. But so the wait continues. Let's just give you a little heads up of what happened. First of all, starting off with England, we had one match against Israel. It was a poor 0-0, so that kind of affected our qualifying campaign. Not too much, we're only a point behind. As I said earlier, we did beat Russia and Croatia, so those were two important games. So Millwall, Chris Day has agreed to go to Southend at the end of the season. Again, complaining about game time. Chris Hackett has signed a new contract just as a squad rotation player. He's kind of my third choice for the attacking midfielder role. Pidgley was injured for 10 days, so Preston Edwards got to make his debut. Got man of the match on his debut. He made his debut after Chris Day was given a chance and made a howler against Tranmere Rovers. So Edwards, 17 years old, made his debut against Carlisle, got man of the match and a victory. He then played the next game not so well, and so Pidgley, who was lacking match practice, there was only one game left before the playoffs, so I wanted to give Pidgley some game time. Pidgley came back in. Harris got injured in that final as well, which really did us in. Otherwise, Alexi Burton is still wanting some first team games, and Ross came into the squad for a little bit. Bakayoko, to be fair to him, I don't think I should have dropped him for that Paint Trophy final. He's been okay actually. We dropped him once or twice, but he's played most of the last few games. Robinson did pick up a little injury, so he missed 1 or 2 games. Mawani will be leaving out of contract and he's homesick, so we're going to let him go. And yeah, so you can see here, we lost to Crewe, beat Northampton, we drew with Bristol City, lost to Tranmere, which was a game we should have won, beat Carlisle, lost to Doncaster, drew 1 with Cheltenham, a game we should have won, Leyton Orient, London Derby for the semi-finals, winning both of those legs pretty well, but then Bristol City outdoing us in the final. We finished in 4th place and we were just 4 points behind champions Swansea and Nottingham Forest getting promotion. Let's just have a little look at who the champions are. So Premier League, it's Chelsea with Manchester City, Wigan and Watford being relegated. In the Championship, the playoff final still to be played. Otherwise it's West Brom champions, Birmingham promoted, Southend, Colchester and Barnsley all relegated. In League 1, as you would have just seen, it's Swansea champions, Nottingham Forest promoted, Cheltenham, Scunthorpe, Bournemouth and Brighton all relegated. League 2, we have Swindon, Walsall and Hartlepool all promoted, Swindon being champions, Mansfield winning via playoffs, Accrington and Shrewsbury are relegated. In the conference, York champions, Kidderminster promoted via the playoffs, St Albans and Crawley and Stafford Rangers are down into the regional divisions. In the north we have Worcestershire champions with Alfreton, Workington and Leigh relegated, and finally in the south Fisher are the champions with Dorchester, Braintree and Farnborough all relegated. For the Cups, the FA Cup went to Liverpool, beating Birmingham in the final. The Community Shield at the start of the season was Chelsea on penalties against Liverpool. The League Cup was Arsenal beating Middlesbrough 3-0. The Paint Trophy, as we know, we lost to Hartlepool 1-0. And finally in the FA Trophy, Oxford United beating Stevenage 1-0. So that's season 1 of this career, guys. Now, as I said at the start of the video, for this channel, I'm going to try and do weekly sports content with occasional music content. And I do now have FIFA 22. I'm going to be doing Ultimate Team. I've also started playing Soccer Manager. So if you would like me to continue this little series to see, well, I guess mainly to see if we qualify for Europe and if we can win that competition, or see if we get a second chance, a second crack at promotion to the Championship, then do let me know. But I think for the meantime, my attention will now be on mainly FIFA for football content and maybe a little bit of Soccer Manager here and there. But also, as I said, I'm going to be doing F1 fantasy teams. Formula 1's coming up, and Formula 1 is the main sport that I really follow these days, that and combat sports. Grid Autosport, I'm going to be doing part 2 of my career soon in Formula B. We've got the 1FC 1X event coming up, so I'll be doing fantasy team for that. It's a special Muay Thai / MMA rules match between Demetrius Johnson and Rodtang, which I'm really looking forward to. And finally, we'll have the second episode of my WWE 2K18 Nextverse coming up in the coming weeks. I am working on a possible guitar cover compilation of some anime tunes, which I'll hopefully have sometime in April maybe. It's going to be a busy few weeks because I'm going to start looking for a new place to live and hopefully moving out at the end of March. So anyways, if you like this video, then please do give it a like and please subscribe for weekly sports content and occasional music content. Every Sunday 6 PM is the plan. Until then, take care, all the best.